Dana White, Christmas coming up. I have 3 kids, 50 G's. Please, please, man. I have 3 kids. Come on, 50, 50.
Please, $50,000. It's me, no house. It's my dream, new house. Please, UFC.
Need that bonus. I didn't get the bonus last fight. I thought I should have. I need it. My son going to school. I got a family at home. We just got a new place. Our other house flooded. Please, please give me that bonus. I need it. I deserve it.
I want some chicken, man. I'm hungry. My mom's birthday just passed. She gotta eat, man.
The UFC is a global phenomenon, pulling in over $1 billion each year. It dominates the world of mixed martial arts, creating stars and unforgettable moments. But behind the bright lights lies a darker reality. Despite the UFC's massive profits, there is still an ongoing debate on whether fighters are paid fairly, as more and more fighters have come out criticizing the current pay structure.
Hey, inflation's been going up. The bonus got to go up. That's
Yeah,
how
that's
I
a
feel.
fact.
Well, I've told him this. I've said this publicly. It's not crazy. But also, why would I want to fight someone and not get paid?
Yeah. No, you wouldn't do it.
What the fuck?
So, how much are UFC fighters actually making? A low-tier fighter in the UFC will make between $12,000 and $13,000 per fight, while stars in the league can make over $500,000 per fight. That said, the average amount for fighters to make in the UFC is $68,000 per fight, with most fighters competing 2 or 3 times a year. In an interview, UFC star Kevin Holland shared his thoughts on this, saying,
at the end of the day, you guys are fighting twice a year, once a year, and y'all mad because you only made like $30,000, $40,000 that year. Bruh, you made $30,000 to $40,000 off one fight. If you fought twice, you made $80,000. That's still more than what the person over here working every day is making.
the problem comes with the amount of their revenue the UFC gives to their fighters. Unlike most other sports leagues like the NFL and NBA, they give their fighters around 50% of their revenue. The UFC only gives their fighters around 20% of their total revenue. Despite risking their health and lives in the octagon, many fighters are underpaid, struggling to make ends meet, while the UFC brings in record-breaking profits each year. Despite this disparity in total revenue allocation to fighters, UFC CEO Dana White does not believe that fighter pay is an issue.
Speak to me about this idea that basically you lock in fighter income at around 18% of gross profit, and a lot of other sports closer to 50%. And a lot of your fighters say, hey, we'd be happy for something more than 18%. Why can't we get it?
Yeah, that's been going on for 20 years, too, and it'll be going on for the next 20 years. I don't think you're ever going to see a scenario where you see a fighter or anybody, for that matter, saying they're overpaid. And you're always going to have a certain level of guys that feel like they're being paid enough. You don't hear the guys that actually bring in the revenue complaining about pay.
His point here being that the fighters bringing in the most money are the ones being paid the most. But for an average fighter, this leaves them making an unfair amount. For many fighters, the journey to the UFC is a story of sacrifice. Hours of grueling training, strict diets, and the ever-present risk of devastating injury. Yet, even after making it to the biggest stage, many fighters find themselves unable to support their families or prepare for life after fighting. The UFC controls nearly every aspect of a fighter's career, contracts, fight schedules, and even sponsorship deals. While executives enjoy record-breaking profits, fighters often have little leverage to demand better pay or conditions. The UFC's monopolistic dominance leaves fighters with few alternatives. So what can we do? Fans are the lifeblood of this sport. You have the power to drive change by supporting fighters who speak out, sharing their stories, and demanding transparency from the UFC. Together, we can push for a system where fighters are rewarded for the risks they take. Make sure to like this video and share it as well, so we can keep spreading this message and awareness. You can also subscribe if you want to see more content like this.